you take them off when they change. And that's not the way the Obama administration is playing this.
And it also means other countries have to go along with it. There's no indication anyway.
You know, the Europeans, bless their hearts, they've actually been helpful with the sanctions regime this time, but they would like them to come off because it's business and they need business.
Yeah, well, it's tough. All right, Steve, thank you very much. Steve Bucci.
Thanks for having me.
Pakistan now says that it will send troops to Saudi Arabia to join a coalition fighting Iranian-backed rebels in Yemen. Now, all of this is 22 Arab nations are teaming up to form a 40,000-strong army to address the threat. Former State Department official David Victoria says it is about time. I see and hear where you're coming from. My big worry is, should we worry about these guys coming together and forming one big, massive army?
Well, it's a really interesting development, and your previous interview on Iran frames part of the context. But the rest of the context is that the Middle East has suddenly become very dynamic. The Middle East and the border stayed the same for the last 25 to 30 years, but over the last few years, everything has changed. With the Arab Spring and then the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq, the rise of ISIS, its invasion of Iraq, and now the ascension of Iran as a real player and a destabilizer in the Middle East, particularly in Yemen now. So there is a requirement for a Sunni Arab force, I believe, as a counterpoint to Iran and Iran's influence, in particular in Yemen, but also in Iraq and in Syria, where we really need moderate Sunnis and perhaps a Sunni fighting force that can stabilize the areas that are currently held by ISIS. Even if we can clear ISIS out of places like Mosul and it has to be a Sunni force that has some legitimacy to stabilize it. So it's very important, and it really is about time that some of our Sunni Arab allies begin to take up the slack with respect to providing security in the region.
I see where you're coming from, but I'm looking at this force. You have Egypt, you've got Qatar, you've got UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Morocco, Jordan, Pakistan, that doesn't instill much confidence, Sudan, Turkey, and on and on. I'm just wondering, are these guys together better than dealing right now, I guess, with ISIS on its own?
Well, it's not without its obstacles, for sure. There are major questions. Can these countries work together? Can they be successful without a U.S. partner as sort of providing leadership? I think we don't know. It's going to depend on how much resources do they put into it, how determined are they to make it successful. Is one country going to step up and provide leadership? Perhaps that could be Saudi Arabia. And is there going to be funding? Countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE are probably going to have to provide a lot of the funding for countries like Egypt and Jordan to participate. But there is certainly the possibility that they could cooperate. Can they be successful militarily? It's really going to put their ability on the line, and we don't know.
No, we don't. David, thank you very much. Good having you.
Thank you.
Well, some big deals to talk about. Sparked some big gains on Wall Street. Dow about 263 points. The second day of advances. Fueling it, mergers in the healthcare sector alone totaling about $17 billion. We had some good news on housing, some good news on consumer confidence that was able to push for the year. Optimism as well that China is being. For a while as well. Meanwhile, a week ago.